You are angry. Deep down, beneath the smile, beneath the yes you always say, you are furious. But you won't admit it. You can't admit it. Because you are the nice guy, the good person, the one who never causes problems, and it is destroying you. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You are not good. You are harmless. And there is a difference. The rabbit's delusion. A rabbit does not eat the wolf. Is the rabbit virtuous? Is the rabbit moral? No. The rabbit simply cannot. It is weak. It has no teeth, no claws, no capacity for violence. A lion can kill, but it chooses when. It chooses restraint. That is virtue. You tell yourself you are peaceful. You tell yourself you are kind. But the reality is darker. You avoid conflict because you fear it. You say yes because you are terrified of saying no. You smile because you cannot afford to show your teeth. You have mistaken weakness for goodness, the monster you deny. Carl Jung understood something most men refuse to face. He called it the shadow. The shadow is everything you deny about yourself. Your anger, your aggression, your capacity for violence, your darkness. You have spent your life trying to be good, trying to be acceptable, trying to be safe. So you pushed the monster down. You locked it away. You pretended it didn't exist. But Jung warned us, what you repress does not disappear. It festers, it grows, it waits, and one day it possesses you. The explosion. You have seen it happen. The nice guy who finally snaps. The quiet man who explodes. The people pleaser who becomes a tyrant. It always starts the same way. Years of saying yes when you mean no. Years of swallowing your anger. Years of letting people walk over you. You think you are being good. You think you are keeping the peace. But inside, a fire is burning. Resentment, bitterness, rage. And when it finally erupts, you become the very thing you feared. Cruel, bitter, vindictive. The monster you denied becomes the monster that controls you, the dangerous truth. Jordan Peterson said it plainly. A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control. Read that again. You must have the capacity for violence, for aggression, for destruction, not so you can use it carelessly, but so you can choose not to. A warrior who chooses peace is virtuous. A man who has no choice is simply weak. The samurai carried 2 swords, not for show, for capability. The ability to kill made their restraint meaningful. Your kindness means nothing if you are incapable of anything else. Finding your teeth, you must integrate the shadow. You must find the monster inside you, not to become cruel, but to become complete. This is not easy. This is not comfortable. This is the work most men avoid their entire lives. Start with your voice. Learn to say no, not apologetically, not with explanation, just no. Feel the discomfort. Feel the fear. That fear is your weakness dying. Train your body. Lift weights. Learn to fight. Develop physical strength. Not to hurt people, but to know you could. A man who can defend himself walks differently, speaks differently, exists differently. Martial arts teach you something profound. You learn your capacity for violence, and then you learn to control it. The warrior in the garden. There is an ancient saying, it is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. The warrior knows violence, knows death, knows destruction, but he tends the garden anyway. The gardener is helpless when war comes. He has no teeth, no training, no shadow integrated. He dies quickly. Or worse, he survives and becomes bitter. You must become dangerous, not reckless, not cruel. Dangerous. Dangerous means capable. Dangerous means prepared. Dangerous means you have looked into your darkness and made peace with it. The integration. When you integrate your shadow, something shifts. You stop apologizing for existing. You stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You stop giving away your power for approval. You become calm, not the fake calm of repression, the real calm of capability. People feel it. They sense the change. The desperate need for validation disappears. The anxious energy fades. You become grounded, solid, unmovable. This is not arrogance. This is integration. This is wholeness, the dangerous gentleman. The final form is this: a man who can destroy but chooses to create. A man who can fight but chooses peace. A man who has teeth but only shows them when necessary. This is true virtue. This is real goodness. Not the goodness of a rabbit pretending to be morale, but the goodness of a lion who has chosen restraint. You will never be respected as a harmless man. You will be tolerated, ignored, used. But when you become dangerous and controlled, everything changes. The mirror. Look into your shadow. Find the anger you have been hiding. Find the violence you have repressed. Find the monster you denied. Not to become him, but to integrate him. Because a man who has never met his darkness is a man controlled by it. Meet your shadow, shake his hand, and walk forward, whole. The trap of being nice is believing weakness is virtue. The truth is darker and more powerful. Become dangerous. Then choose kindness. That is the only path to real strength.